First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end rock, tight end rock.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers now on first down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down in a few inches. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
36. Undercrush.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard. line.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Reset. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On second down now, Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Check. Quit talking about it. Let's win it.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the slant. Hey, alert. By 52.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's caught. It's Thomas. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
319. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 50 yards. Here's Rodgers for an offense, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Set. You're 18. I'm scared. Check. Crunch.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set. 19. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now Gordon on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And an alley to run. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Let's go.
He can run for it, and he will. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked out since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch it,
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and long. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, 30.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a third and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
26. Recon, 132.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watson on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 10-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 31!
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have retaken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two.
I'm coming. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Alert! 44, come on! Watch the curl!
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go, there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
44 the mic. 44. Hey, 31. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 24. 24. Slam. Come on.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's checking. Crash. Tighten up. Watch time.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Switch.
On first down, it's Gordon. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
44, Mike, 44.
At the 31-yard line.
29, switch. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On second down, it's Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 41. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get in there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock. So 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
What's that?
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Texans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem